You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you by Sioux Falls, jobfair.com. Good day, sir. How are
Good day to
you?
you. Yeah, middle of the week. What is it, Wednesday?
It is hump day. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday.
Alrighty, okay. This is going to be action-packed.
Ooh.
Okay.
Seriously, action.
Glad I wore knee pads.
No, I just want you to know I efforted a little bit.
Nice.
That's good.
Fantastic birthdays today. You know them, you love them. Who would have thought somebody could get just filthy rich from a podcast?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone can do it.
Mr.
Most
Rogan.
people
Yep.
shouldn't. Joe Rogan is 54 today.
Yeah, he's...
First started digging him. Was that in the 80s or the 90s? I don't remember. Little sitcom called News Radio.
Yeah, he was the engineer.
Oh, yeah.
Which was fantastic.
Yeah, I like
He
that
did such a
show.
good job on that, too.
Great show. Then went on to do other stuff, and now, Joe's doing all
Synonymous with podcasts now.
right. The Woz, Steve Wozniak.
Okay.
My favorite Steve from Apple.
Yeah, let's call it Apple. Steve is 71 today. He's got a net worth of about $120 million for doing nothing. And did you know, he only stands 5'6".
Really?
Yeah, he's not a big
I
guy.
did-
He
I
looks
did not
much
know.
bigger on television.
So what do you mean he got all that money for doing nothing? He did a lot more than nothing. He was the brains behind all
I am
of it.
saying right now.
Now it just keeps rolling.
I love it when John comes at me for no reason whatsoever.
Maybe you were misinformed.
I need to defend
Maybe
Steve
you were
Wozniak.
misinformed.
Hey, you can make fun of Heidi all you want. She's my wife. But you start picking on the Woz.
Wow, unbelievable. All of a sudden he's throwing down.
Oh, she can defend herself.
My good friend Woz, who I've never met in my life.
He's a little guy. I got to defend him.
Holy cow. Well, this guy ain't.
Who's that?
Terry Bollea,
Oh, yeah.
68 today. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan.
Oh, okay.
Not Hollywood Hulk Hogan, as Heidi thought.
68 today. Well,
They were
let's
the same
see.
person.
Where to start? How about 1885? And when you think about government things or great big fundraisers or nonprofits or whatever, you normally think huge digits, huge money. For instance, take the Statue of Liberty. Mm-hmm. Well, the Statue of Liberty needed a pedestal. Somebody had to fund that. Somebody had to build that. That actually came from private donations, and today was a big day. 1885, the fundraising goal for that pedestal was reached to construct that thing, which is pretty massive, by the way. Price tag, $100,000
Oh, wow.
Wow.
in 1885.
That's
That was a lot back then, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that doesn't get you a two-bedroom ranch with semi-legal bedroom in the basement.
No,
You
it's
can find
not.
that in a cup holder in Wozniak's car.
Let's see, what else here? This movie, boy, for just a little film that nobody really had a whole lot of hope for. It was put together by George Lucas, who was fairly unknown at the time. This day in 1973, American Graffiti
Oh, yeah.
hits the big screen, launches the careers of Richard Dreyfuss. Ron Howard comes back after Andy Griffith's show, old Opie. Suzanne Summers.
Yeah.
Who else? Mackenzie Phillips.
Yeah, huge all-star cast.
Cindy Williams, Laverne and Shirley, and Harrison Ford.
Yay! Harrison Ford.
Anyone I miss, John, I'll wait.
Yeah, it's Harrison Ford.
Says
That's
Dan, looking at his watch.
Tony Danza in that?
No.
What are you talking about?
Am I talking about? I must be thinking of a different show.
He was only ever in Taxi, and
Nuh-uh.
that's all he was ever in.
That and who's the
Ever.
boss?
And this is making a huge comeback right now. Roller skating.
Oh, yeah.
Not inline skating, not rollerblading, but actual roller skating.
Nice. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, me too. It was in 1866, the world's first roller rink opens right here, United States of America, in Newport, Rhode Island.
Nice.
1866. It was weird because roller skates wouldn't be invented till like 3 years later, so everyone just kind of walked in a circle. Kind of like Western Mall these days.
That is weird.
This is really smooth.
really odd.
We should put some wheels on this.
Parts of what I just shared may have been made up. I have no idea.
We just assume that every day.
Yeah, I know, and you know, we all know, and man, we can just get this thing done.
All right, we're going to do that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Sioux Falls JobFair.com.
I'm Nick from PureCannaCompany.com. We create the purest form of CBD with just 3 ingredients. CBD, as simple as 1, 2, 3. Everything is 100% natural, GMO-free, gluten-free, kosher, and made in the USA. From the soil to the oil, we provide the purest form of CBD. We also keep the prices low, so we can help as many people as possible. Learn more at PureCannaCompany.com. Oils, lotions, bath bombs, and more. Use promo code RADIO to save 10% at PureCanna, PureCannaCompany.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. And what do you find interesting on this Wednesday?
Well, you're hearing, if you watch the news at all, pay attention, shortage. I haven't seen a lot of it here in our neck of the woods, but there's shortages everywhere depending on who you ask. Now, according to the Wall Street Journal, hey, mom and dad, if you got kids that are still in toy mode, you better start snapping them up now for Christmas, because apparently that's going to be hard to come by too, come around the holidays. Yes. Problem continues with log jams in harbors around the planet. Continuing problem putting a dent in toy makers' plans to get toys on the shelves by October for the traditional stocking of Christmas products. Yeah. Not sure what the hot stuff's going to be, but a lot of the problem has to do with toy companies finding space on shipping containers for their products because there is such a log jam.
Yeah.
Those who have made it through are already being sold at much higher prices by the way.
I'll bet.
Wow.
Yup, since most toy makers outsource their production to the Chi-Coms, where the supply chain isn't just damaged, but absolutely broken at this point. Getting their products here starts the problem. And
if nothing else, I hope all of this mess brings manufacturing back home.
That would be good.
Already
hopefully
starting
people
to.
learn. Yeah.
Already starting to. But it's, really not a new thing. It depends. And when I say hot toy, I will never forget this as long as I live. Remember, there was a store called LaBelle's.
Oh, yeah.
I think it became Gordman's over by the mall.
So. Yeah.
Okay.
Eventually. But they had in LaBelle's, which was departments are not really that far reach from Gordman's, kind of the same products. They had a back part of the building it was all toys. It was a pretty magnificent toy shop. Well, my son Luke at the time was really into the Power Rangers.
Oh, yeah.
And the Red Ranger was a big deal.
Yeah.
I got into it with a soccer mom over the last Red Ranger action figure.
Was that on Black Friday or just a regular day?
It was, I don't remember. All I know is my kid had to have the Red Ranger.
Did you get it?
I rolled in there. Oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah, she's still licking her wounds somewhere.
My mom
crying like a
My
Karen.
mother got her butt kicked over at Cabbage Patch Kid.
She got
See?
knocked
And
out.
she got
literally knocked out in the aisle.
You watch
For Heidi.
almost every year, there's just some throwdown for some toy. It's just
Yeah.
crazy.
The good news is our son was never really into any of the popular stuff.
Of the normal stuff.
His stuff
no.
was always like going on a scavenger hunt. He would give Heidi something. She's like, "Is this even a real item?"
Does this
Yeah,
exist?
so I never
What is
had to
this?
fight for stuff, which was kind of nice.
Yeah. Like, there's only one of these. It's in Baltimore, but that's what I want.
So just so you know,
Yeah, time to prepare, man.
probably get your shopping done early or don't, or whatever.
Now we know. That is stuff Dan finds interesting. Hi, I'm John, and I'm here to show small businesses that radio is a great investment. So what do you have here?
This is a Chinese Ming vase.
Wow, that looks expensive and a bit fragile.
Yes, it's valued at... Oh my God, what are you doing?
Hey, that was fragile.
Why did you do that?
To show everyone that radio advertising is a much better investment than some old pottery. I sure hope you had insurance on that thing. Let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life right here on the radio. Here's the legal lady.
No priceless heirlooms were destroyed. It was all in your mind. Thanks to BetterResultsAdvertising.com.
Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Dan Farris in right now with, you look concerned and confused.
Well, in case you don't know, apparently the last couple of years, and it's not just the Sioux Empire Fair. Apparently it's carnivals and fairs all across the country. There's hooligans.
Hooligans?
There's young
Hooligans, I tell you.
They're running amok, causing all kinds of shenanigans.
Like a ruckus?
And now the Sheriff's Department, Sioux Falls Police have put a curfew on the Sioux Empire Fair afterwards. Apparently there was one heck of a skirmish
I heard about
over the
this,
weekend,
yeah.
like up
Yeah.
to 100 hooligans and some kind of fight. And
It's a lot of hooligans.
Oh.
Yeah, there's lousy with hooligans. So, earlier this week, fair officials have announced that effective immediately, everyone under the age of 17 must be accompanied by an adult after 9 p.m. for the duration of whatever's going on. That's going to run to the end of the fair.
Wow.
And I saw reports, people going, I couldn't believe it. I thought I was going to get run over by these teenagers. And better, hey, just stick your leg out. Trip them. It's like putting a stick in somebody's bicycle.
Right.
Folks.
Here's the thing. I'll
It's
tell
like,
you.
Are they in charge of something I'm not aware of?
Here's something that I thought was we've been to the Sioux Empire Fair, and this could have happened anywhere, but it just happened to be there. I was walking along. Now, for those of you who've never seen me, I would not call me a petite, tiny person. Like when you bump into me, it's kind of like bumping into a very soft wall. But I was walking at the fair, and at least 4 different times, young kids, and I would say 15 and under, ran right into me. Like they're walking and they're staring right at me, and I wasn't going to move. And because I'm walking in a straight line. No, seriously, I'm walking in a straight line.
You say like intentionally?
Yeah, they kind of went out of their way and like ran right into me. And I kept feeling my pockets, thinking,
are they trying to steal from me?
So I grabbed my phone out of my pocket.
In jail for beating a minor.
No, I
know.
I was on my way. I was the MC for Hairball, so I was on my way to that. But as I was walking on a mission going there, like people, and it was young people. I wonder if those were the hooligans.
Lousy with hooligans.
Yeah, so I put my phone in my wallet in my pocket, in my hand, so I didn't have anything, because I'm like, are they bumping me, trying to take something out of my pocket? You're going to be really sad. I got nothing. So these kids bumping into me.
I found a credit card on the ground, so I wonder if somebody had tried to get one from somebody else and it fell.
Yeah. Yeah,
we got it back to the rightful owner, but...
The best part of the story, Dan, we had a whole bunch of people here from other states.
I know you did.
Yeah. He finds a credit card. I won't say the lady's name on the radio because I don't know if she wants people to know that it was lost. But she goes, oh, I got this card. It was so-and-so. And I said, oh, I know her. And everybody in the van laughs. They're like, sure you do. And I'm like, no, I really do.
No, you really did, yeah.
So we got it back to her.
There you go. And if you're harboring hooligans, just straighten them out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Maybe have them stay home.
Don't tell them not to be so hooligan-y.
Yeah, hooliganishness.
No hooliganism in this house.
Boy, there's no, absolutely not.
If we're going to get rid of hooligans, I might be here by myself tomorrow. Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, about that. Normally, I shove off at this point, but something came across my radar the other day. And call stick around. I know I don't have all the details, but as far as I know, Ranger Dan's on administrative leave.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you? Is that a letter from him? What do you got there?
How it ended up in my box, I don't know, but I think it's worth sharing. So if I stick around for the next break,
that would be great.
I recognize that handwriting. It almost looks like a ransom note.
It is correspondence from Ranger Dan. So
okay,
yeah,
all right. Well, we'll look forward to hearing that.
All right, great.
All right, it's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by Sioux Falls JobFair.com.
I kind of feel like I've been talking about BetterCreditCards.com forever now, but we want to mention that BetterCreditCards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. Why should that matter to you? Because this can save you money every single month. There's no fee to check it out, so when you get a minute, click on the website BetterCreditCards.com and see if we can help you find a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic. And we've got Dr. Harley joining us once again. Dr. Harley, how are you?
Hi, John. How are you? I'm doing great today.
I'm fantastic as well. We just had a bunch of friends here visiting, and we're going to be talking about traveling. They had some traveling issues with weather and things, but sometimes those traveling issues can cause quite the pinch. You know, if you're scrunched into a tiny little economy seat and you get to your destination, you're not feeling so hot. Are those the kind of traveling issues that you get to see?
Yeah, just as you were saying that, I was thinking of my husband. He's 6'4", and we travel economy a lot, so he's usually pretty scrunched in and uncomfortable when we're flying.
Some friends that were here, they had snapped some photos in first class, and they had like their whole section basically. And I said, when we travel in like fifth class, so we're right by the livestock almost. So. But if somebody does have some traveling that they're doing right now and they're getting maybe pinched into a tiny little spot, chiropractic can kind of help with that, can it?
Yeah, and obviously we have to wait till you get back from your travels. But yeah, we see a lot of people before they go on vacation, and then we just catch up with them afterwards to see how they're doing. I know anytime we've had to fly, no matter what I do, there's no way of getting comfortable in that. And even with sitting upright, bringing the phone screens and everything up, I always need a good tune up after I travel. But, biggest thing is, getting like one of those neck support pillows at least can kind of help.
Yeah.
See, for my husband, they don't really work because he says he's too tall. But
You would need an extension for the seat, too.
yeah, which I don't think they make those, especially not in economy.
And then when people are traveling, a lot of the time they're staying in like some weird foreign bed that's not their own bed. Some people bring their own pillow, but it's hard to bring your own bed. So if you're sleeping on something that's too hard or too soft and you need it to be more like Goldilocks, just right, that can be an issue too, right?
Definitely, because I always get asked like, what's a good kind of bed to sleep in? You can't really pick your hotel bed, but ideally you want something that's a little bit firmer so it's supporting your neck and your back and all of that. But you don't really get an option when you're traveling, so you just kind of got to make it work. So helpful is just to stretch when you wake up in the morning is going to be the best thing, and even maybe doing a little bit of exercise to just help warm up the muscle groups and get things moving again.
And then when they get home, they can come and see you and kind of get, if they're not already seeing you, they should schedule a time to come and see you and get a nice chiropractic regimen in, right?
Yeah, it's a great way, one, physically to help, but then two, the stress of traveling. It's a great way to help reduce a lot of stress, or at least manage stress a lot better. Because if your health problems are getting better, your mental health is going to get a lot better as well.
Very nice. If somebody listening is thinking, boy, I haven't done that before, but I'd like to maybe check out this chiropractic stuff, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, they can give us a call at 605-215-1785, or they can shoot us a message on our Facebook page, Balanced Life Chiropractic, or head over to our website, balanceLifeSD.com.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, John. It's always great talking to you.
Absolutely. Again, Balanced Life Chiropractic brings us back to the basics in healthcare. Their website, once again, balancedlifesd.com.
Addiction is a problem for many, and addiction can drive away those you love the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. TimeForRehab.com reminds you that you don't need to let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
At this time, we typically have Ranger Dan's Critter Corner. He's been on administrative leave for about a week now. And again, for those of you who were listening last week, you know exactly why. For those of you who were not listening, consider yourselves the lucky ones. We have Dan Farris back in the studio here. You have a letter from him?
Yeah, all the staff here at Sunny Radio has a little mailbox, whatever, and it was probably an accident that it ended up in mine. It wasn't even marked, but I open it up and it goes like this. It is, as far as I can tell, it's legit. It's from Ranger Dan.
Can this be on the air, first of all?
I did pre-read it, and I did make some edits, and about 100 spell checks just to be sure. Okay. But it goes a little something like this. Dear Jim, Heidi, and that Dan Ferret guy, but mostly Heidi.
Yeah, that would be Ranger Dan, all right.
I'm writing to inform you I'm really enjoying this administrative leave thing.
Oh.
At first, I just thought I was fired and Critter Corner was canceled because Gene, I assume that's you, John.
I'm John. He never knows my name.
Gene was jealous of me and my rugged handsomeness.
Probably.
And that sometimes I'd tell Heidi, who he claims to be married to, that she smells pretty good for a girl.
Yeah, she does, by the way.
But after meeting with my legal team...
Oh, no.
At Ditcher Quick and Hide, turns out administrative leave means I get paid for doing nothing.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Well, after much thought, deliberation, and soul searching, all of which took a good 3 or so minutes...
Somebody helped him with that line.
I arrived at the conclusion that there simply ain't a downside to this situation. The checks keep coming, and I'm free to pursue other rangerly adventures. For instance, late last week, I finally had time to finalize the paperwork on my my Russian mail order bride. Her name is Svetlana Romanov Putin Lindquist Ovich.
Quistovich.
According to her bio, she enjoys wearing anything made of fur.
Okay. They're going to get along great.
Sipping vodka from the bottle.
Oh, they're definitely getting along great.
Toilet paper.
She enjoys toilet paper.
Her hobbies include meddling in elections and something called collusion. Not sure what collusion means, but it sounds pretty friendly if you know what I mean. So anyway, Jeff, Heidi, and that Don Harris fellow, but mostly Heidi. I'm going to be busy getting the Fortress of Rangertude ready for my new guest.
I guess so.
And having my attorneys draft a bulletproof prenup.
That's probably a good idea.
That reminds me, our gift registry stuff is at Northview Bait and Tackle on North Kiwanis, the Meat Lodge on North Cliff, and Booze Boys on West 12. Okie doke, guess that's it then. I'd say keep those administrative leave checks coming, but I'd prefer cash. You know I'm not big on paper trails. Signed, yours in rugged handsomeness and all things rangery. This is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Sue.
Well, there we go.
Now we know. Well, thank you for that. We certainly know that was from Ranger Dan.
Thank you for relaying the information,
Thought it was worth
Dan.
sharing.
I appreciate
that.
All right.
So,
it's nice to know what he's up to.
Have you been sending him checks? Because I haven't been sending him checks. All right. Thanks for listening to the John And Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by Sioux Falls JobFair.com.
I'm Nick from PureCannaCompany.com. We create the purest form of CBD with just 3 ingredients. CBD, as simple as 1, 2, 3. Everything is 100% natural, GMO-free, gluten-free, kosher, and made in the USA. From the soil to the oil, we provide the purest form of CBD. We also keep the prices low, so we can help as many people as possible. Learn more at PureCannaCompany.com. Oils, lotions, bath bombs, and more. Use promo code RADIO to save 10% at PureCanna, PureCannaCompany.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, August 11th, 2021. Equities continue to tread water near all-time highs on Tuesday. The broad market S&P 500 traded within a very tight range, but did manage to set a new all-time intraday high. The market is being supported by a robust earnings season and the outlook for earnings growth, but held back by increased risk to the outlook. While the average S&P 500 company is beating its consensus estimate by a wide margin, the index is facing an earnings cliff in the form of a greatly reduced pace of growth. The next quarter's earnings season is in the first quarter of tough comparisons versus the pandemically boosted quarters of 2020 and pose a big risk to the market. With the Delta variant rapidly spreading and a threat to the global supply chain growing, there is a serious risk the S&P 500 will not match their earnings expectations in the second half of the year. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.